I'm grateful to have had that access to the original, to utilize his performance as a guiding light and discover the adolescent version of this lion.
It's time. I'll tell you a story.
In this Disney classic, Mufasa takes center stage. The film follows the origin story of the future king of the Pride Lands and his early relationship with Scar. The Hollywood Reporter sat down with director Barry Jenkins alongside songwriter Lin-Manuel Miranda and stars Aaron Pierre, Kelvin Harrison Jr, and Tiffany Boone. The cast and crew talk all about their memories of the original Lion King, working with Beyoncé and Blue Ivy Carter, and the film's tribute to the legendary James Earl Jones.
There will be one Lion King.
Mufasa, run!
While chatting with the cast of Mufasa the Lion King, Pierre reflected on constantly watching the 1994 classic.
Oh my goodness, I wore that VHS out. Anytime I wanted to rewind it, I had to run up to the box and press it, and that happened about every 20 minutes or so.
The cast also looked back on their experience watching the 2019 live-action remake.
I remember I was in a theater. I went to see it weeks after it had been out, and I was in the theater in the middle of the day by myself. I had a cocktail, and I was laid out. I was like, Beyonce. It was just so fun, the whole experience. So that's why it's wild to be a part of it now, a few years later. Yeah.
So it was really cool to know that Beyonce was doing the actual acting, and the kids were doing the actual acting. That was cool. And I was like, if I ever get to do something like that, I want to do the same.
Mufasa also features voice work from Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy Carter. When asked what it was like to work with the mother-daughter duo on set, this is what Jenkins had to say.
Beyonce was very open about me and Blue Ivy having our process. I will say, like a mother, she would stay behind and watch, as Blue performed her scenes. And it was really wonderful to see the pride that she took. And also, too, I have to say, when your mom is the sun, the moon, and the stars, it can be quite intimidating. And I give Miss Beyonce, so much credit because she did everything in her power to make that not the case on the days where they were working together. It was really lovely to see.
When it comes to the Mufasa soundtrack, songwriter Lin-Manuel Miranda breaks down the process of writing I Always Wanted a Brother and tells THR that he didn't really have to look far when it came to inspiration.
I have two little boys. They're 6 and 10. So the notion of two brothers who drive each other crazy and would do anything to protect each other is, I don't have to look any farther than my own apartment.
The film also features a tribute to James Earl Jones, who was the original voice of Mufasa in the 1994 animation and 2019 remake. The cast and crew look back on their earliest memories of Jones and his impact on the Lion King franchise.
I've met him in the past, just, being someone black in Hollywood, there's people who just, you have these mentors, these people you look up to. So met him very briefly in the past, but not regards to this particular project. But when he did pass, it was very clear. I grew up without a father figure. This character in some ways, became a father figure. So it felt very appropriate to find a way to honor him.
His portrayal was my guiding light, and I really am grateful to have had that access to the original, to utilize his performance as a guiding light and discover the adolescent version of this lion.
Mufasa the Lion King hits theaters on December 20th. This is the Hollywood Reporter News.